12 p.m. Oh no, sorry, 12 a.m. on Sunday, well now Monday, and it is this official start time of my 3 days without food. So this is the official start, so we'll see what happens, and I'll be documenting this, and tomorrow morning when I get up I'll do my blood glucose readings, my blood pressure, and a ketone test, and then we'll continue that throughout the day, and I'll be updating you all day long.
Good morning. It is 8:30 a.m. on Monday, September, I think it is the 13th or 14th. This is day one of the hunger challenge, where I'm going to monitor what's happening to my body as I go through 3 days of eating nothing but foraged foods like plantains, green foods. I'm not going to be doing any trapping. I was up earlier this morning about 6:30 a.m. and I took my weight. 173 pounds, and now that things have settled down around the house, everybody's gone, I'm going to take my blood pressure and my blood glucose readings, as well as doing a ketone test. So let's go into the washroom and take those tests. Okay, just a sec, guys. You're gonna have to wait here. I gotta go pee so I can do the ketone test. Be right back. As you can see, I've already peed in a cup, which you have to do because you have to dip these sticks in urine for 15 seconds. So we're going to set our timer here, and we will put it in for 15 seconds. I'm going to try to do this as best as I can. So we'll wait for 16 since we're a little bit late. I'm just going to wait for that to go to 16. Then you got to take it out right away. It has to be accurate. There we go. So 16, we'll just put that there. Hopefully I don't get any drips on the counter. Wife wouldn't like that too much. But then you've got this graph on the side. Don't know if you can see that. It's kind of blurry. Don't know. It's too blurry. But anyways, as you can see, you got this range of colors on the side of the bottle. Now that will tell you if you are getting rid of your ketones. As you can see, the color is matching the bottom square right there, which means it's negative, which means I'm not getting rid of any ketones in my urine. The darker the color goes, the more ketones you're losing in your urine. Now I'm gonna have a nurse come on and explain what the significance of ketone loss is. I know a little bit about it. I'm not an expert, but I'll have her come on and we will discuss why it's important to see if you're losing ketones. Now I'm going to check my blood glucose levels. Now normal levels are between 4 and 5.9, and after 2 hours after a meal, below 7.8. So basically what I have here provided from my pharmacist is a blood glucose meter like this, and they come with test strips like so. The blood goes on there. There's a little lead that goes into the monitor there, and then it will give you a reading once you put the blood on that little tip there. So we're going to get prepared for that. So we just insert into the monitor there, and it does a little check to make sure. Now it's ready for the blood. Now what this is a little lance. What's inside it is a little needle like such, and so basically all you do to load it is like that. Now you put a new needle in every time, and what you have to do is get a little bit of blood from your finger. So I'm just going to prick myself here. So anybody's squeamish, they should maybe turn away if they don't like the sight of blood. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to try to get some blood. That should be enough blood. Okay, we're going to put that on the monitor. And there it goes. There's a little countdown. 4.8. So I'm well within range. My blood sugar is good to start out with. So what we're going to do now is we're going to check my blood pressure, but I'm going to be monitoring the blood glucose readings throughout the day. If my blood glucose levels drop, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the Chaga and to see if that's going to regulate my blood glucose. So I'm going to be checking periodically throughout the day my blood glucose levels as well as my blood pressure, and I will be reporting on that as well.
Now we're moving on to the blood pressure test. All I'm using for this test is a standard over-the-counter blood pressure monitor. I've already got myself hooked up to it with the cuff on. So what we're going to do is take a reading. Normal blood pressure should be about 120/80 or lower. So what we're going to do is just check that, monitoring my blood pressure just to make sure it's within normal ranges, just because I'm interested to seeing what this 3-day fast, this 3-day challenge will do to my body. So let's check out what my blood pressure is today. Over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pump this up to about 150. And a little heart comes on and says, okay, it's reading. And my blood pressure, my heart rate start beeping once it starts taking the blood pressure. It's kind of funny. This blood pressure monitor will actually sound like a flat line after it's done reading. It's kind of ironic. Well, it's 105/82, which is not too bad. We have all our readings right now. I have my weight, I have the ketone test, the blood glucose, and the blood pressure test all done for this morning. I'm going to be checking them throughout the day. I'm not going to be repeating this on camera every single time, but I'm going to be collecting the data and sharing that data with you. I just wanted to show you what kind of testing I was doing, how I'm doing it, just to let you share in this experience with me. Now, at the end of this, what I'm going to be doing is a full wrap-up. I'm going to have a nurse or some experts on camera, whether it could be even a Skype interview, to give their insight to what happened to me. I'm going to let them look at the data and explain the data a little bit to me. I'm going to extract my own conclusions. I'm going to get my own conclusions out of this data. So there you have it. All the testing is done for today. I'm not going to be doing the testing every single day in front of the camera for you guys. That can get a little bit boring. But I just wanted to share the testing with you to show you what I was going through, what I was doing, just to share the process with everyone who's going to be watching these videos. So over the next couple days, I'm going to be doing more videos, but it's more going to be on a personal reflective side of how I'm feeling. If there is anything in the data that needs to be mentioned, I will mention that in the videos, but I'm not going to be redoing the testing all over again like in front of the camera for everybody. But I'm going to be repeating these steps throughout the day, 3-4 times a day, to get as much data as I can. And I will be sharing the data with everybody at the end, and it's going to be compiled into one nice neat little like 15-minute presentation, where I will also try to have some experts on there as well, trying to explain what's going on in my body. It's about 10 a.m. in the morning. I've been up since 6:30, haven't had anything to drink other than a little bit of water. I finished up my testing about 8:30. About 12 o'clock I'm going to do some more testing on myself. I'm not going to go through all that again with you, but right now I am going to go get myself some Chaga tea. My wife was nice enough to make some this morning. Unfortunately, I had to do the testing before I drank it, and now seems to be a good time. Anybody who doesn't know what Chaga tea is, basically Chaga is a fungus-like growth on the side of birch trees, and here's what it looks like. Now what we do is I sit there and we shave it down, grind it down into a little bit of a fine powder. We add it to some hot water. We let it steep for about 20-30 minutes, and then we drink it. It's very good. It's supposed to help regulate blood sugar. I am going to be testing that this week So I will let you know the results, and who knows? Hopefully it's true. I don't know. It might be different for everybody. We're gonna test that theory out though, and I'm gonna go enjoy some chaga tea, and I will check in with you later. It is 12 o'clock and I'm getting hungry, and to compound that, there's a smell of homemade spaghetti in the house. I'm not much of a guy for homemade spaghetti, but oh boy does it smell good. Right now my stomach's grumbling a bit, you know, that gassy kind of feeling that you get just when you get hungry. Well, it's starting to set in a bit, so, but I'm gonna go torture myself for a second. Let's go look at the spaghetti that I'm missing out on tonight. So let's have a quick look at it. There it is in the pot. Ah, smells so good. Anyways, in 3 to 5 days I will be eating again, but oh well. Farewell, spaghetti. See you at some other point. Farewell. It is 4 o'clock and my stomach is really grumbling. I've had plenty of water today, but it's almost time for supper, and I'm gonna have to go down and sit with the family and watch them eat homemade spaghetti. Anyways, maybe I'll bring you guys with me, but we'll see what happens. I got another half hour before I got to do another round of tests. I'm doing them every 4 hours, and I will do a wrap up at day's end and post this later on. So it's about 5:30 now. I went about an hour over the time I was supposed to take my checks of my blood pressure and blood glucose, so I'm doing it now, but I just thought I'd check in. Got a little bit of a headache, stomach's really grumbling right now. The smell of spaghetti wafting through the house, obviously it doesn't help the situation, but today I have reevaluated the challenge. Today I am calling it Chaga, the Chaga challenge for today, where I'm just going to do nothing but chaga and drink nothing but chaga tea for the day, and we're going to see where it ends up. I might even do it for 2 days. This challenge is, we're going to see if I have enough data after 3 days. I might extend it after that, so we'll have to see how it goes. But now I'm going to check my blood pressure and my blood glucose, and I'll check in with you guys later. Well, it's 8:30 the first night. I'm getting a little bit tired, starting to lose steam. Usually I'm up and going till about 12, 1 in the morning. Don't know if I'll make it that far tonight. And having this little coming and going headache. I'm just about to test my blood and my blood pressure again, and before I head off to bed I will give a quick update of how I'm feeling, and then we'll put this in the can for the day, and we'll post it. Okay, check back with you. Well, that's it for day number 1. It is 11:30 at night. I've got a splitting headache. I'm tired. And I'm gonna head to bed. I'm just gonna get my readings done for tonight, blood glucose and the blood pressure and the ketone, and then I'm off to bed, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.